So you guys, when I used to be signing Cash Money, I was a teenager, right? I definitely didn't know all this shit was going on. It's like, I used to hear shit on the streets. You heard me? And you know how when you young, you think you grown, but you're not grown? So T-Squad, I'm watching this video with Sporty Tee. And I do remember the beef with them, but I didn't think it was that serious. Y'all peep this out. Crazy. Chime in.
In Gentilly this evening, New Orleans police are investigating the city's latest murder.
Grappling with grief right now as New Orleans police investigate the shooting in broad daylight.
Ashland Brothers shows us a new video of the moments leading up to and after the homicide in the Gentilly Woods area.
Several breaking stories at this hour. The first is this homicide investigation. One person is dead after a shooting in Gentilly.
We do have new information about a deadly shooting in Gentilly this afternoon. New Orleans police are now saying that a man was found dead.
Goes out to the haters out there that need money records, you heard me? I ain't no joke with mine. I don't choke my I got a scope on mine. You'll get smoked, my
The city of New Orleans has often been defined as having a crab in a bucket mentality. This metaphor is derived from the behavior of crabs when they are trapped in a bucket. While any one crab can easily climb out, it will nonetheless be pulled back by the others, ensuring the group's collective demise. It is this exact mindset that will be the root of violence and murder in New Orleans. Terrence Vine, aka Sporty Tee, son of Walter and Melanie Vine, was born September the 26th of 1996. In his adolescent years, Sporty attended LC Fortier at or around 83-84 when Run DMC had the rap game on lock. It was in the band room of the Foe where Sporty Tee would spit his first rap. From there, the rest would be history. Pioneering New Orleans rap, Sporty Tee would go on to help define the city's rap scene as a founding member of the infamous Ninja Crew. It was Sporty Tee who helped pave the way for many New Orleans rappers who enjoyed tremendous success on a national level, including artists such as Mystical, Master P, and his arch rivals Cash Money Records, whom he started beefing with back in the early 90s when he was an artist on Big Boy Records. In addition to being a hardcore underground rapper with battle-ready lyrics, Sporty Tee was also one of the NO's most prolific bounce artists who put out a string of bounce hits under the Big Boy imprint. Unbeknownst to many, Mac, formerly of No Limit, was inspired to rap by Sporty Tee. Sporty, who was partners with Mac's uncle, used to battle rap in the streets. It was this battle rapping that would inspire Mac to be a rapper. It's a known fact that it was Sporty who made the connection between Partners in Crime and Chuck Temple, aka Big Boy. Sporty Tee's career spawned over 20 solo and group albums between the late 1980s and 2001 when he released his last 4 projects over a 2-month period. Unfortunately, Sporty's career would ultimately be defined by beef. After a war of words escalated into real street beef between Cash Money Records and Big Boy Records, shit would get real. Despite Sporty knowing Manny Fresh personally, along with the relationship that he had with both Baby and Slim, Sporty aligned himself with Chuck of Big Boy Records. Sporty would even continue to beef with Cash Money Records years after having left the Big Boy imprint, inciting diss verses from Juvenile, BG, and even Lil Wayne.
But just about to hit them with so much stuff at one time. Goes out to the haters out there that need money records, you heard me? I ain't no joke with mine. I don't choke my nigga. I got a scope on mine. You'll get smoked, my nigga. The rap game I've been running just for fun. And look, my Uzi weighs a ton. 45 Tommy gunning. You'll get done in. You and your son. That's what you call the fire trucks coming through. Better get the hauling. You're falling. I stand tall with my crown. Not just represent up, but also downtown.
Let's rewind. Sporty Tee had known Baby, Eldrick, and Slim for years. They even attended the Foe together. In fact, when Baby and Slim initially launched CMR, Sporty linked up with them a few times in the studio. This was back when Kilo G was the only artist signed to Cash Money Records. This, however, wouldn't last long, as Sporty would jump in the dope game. It wouldn't be until 1993 that he would get back into rap.
Introducing the Kentic Network Intelligence Platform, a real-time holistic source of network.
I've missed you, darling. While you've been gone these past few days. You know, I love you so. Wow, I mean, I just can't explain it. I knew you couldn't stay gone too long.
By this time, Cash Money had grown bigger, adding Pimp Daddy, CMW, UNLV, and Lil Slim to the label. Juvenile, not yet signed to Cash Money, was doing his thing with Bounce for the Juvenile. It was no secret that Juvie had the clubs and bars rocking. Meanwhile, Sporty was still rocking with Chuck on and off basis, eventually launching his own label, Sporty Records. Fresh off the heated PNC beef, Cash Money dropped BG's True Story. Out of nowhere, on the album, Wayne took a little light jab at Sporty. Sporty, who was doing bounce music at the time, would never respond. Let's fast forward. In April of 1995, the NOPD would accuse Sporty of shooting 22-year-old Corey Porter 4 times after a concert at former New Orleans Saints linebacker Ricky Jackson's Club 57 in Kenner. Sporty was booked with attempted first-degree murder, but would never be convicted on the charge. Just when the beef seemed to have taken a turn, Tech 9 of Cash Money Records dropped straight from the rap, featuring the diss song, Where You From, going at Sporty Tee and PNC. BG's verse on the song referenced the Club 57 shooting, mocking Sporty Tee.
Put aside rapping, let's start strapping, bring on the capping. I got a click with Glock choppers and Mac 11s. Niggas trying to build nuts off a case and club this up.
It wouldn't be long before Sporty would get back with Big Boy, right around the time Cash Money released Juvie's Soldier Rag album. The Soldier Rag album was banging, the whole city was behind the movement. However, Lil Slick shit was being said back and forth for a hot little minute, spilling over to the streets. The Wild Boys, a collaborative group of rappers launched by Sporty Tee, directly aimed their guns at Cash Money Records and the Hot Boys. At the height of the war, the Wild Boys released an album in 2000 through Go Get 'Em Records, titled Time for the Real, featuring the diss song, Drop That Soldier Rag.
Oh, so you juvenile.
I know what you're doing, bitch. Watch my group. That's baby right there. I was my humble. But look, won't you come take a ride in my chopper? You dig? It's right there. Right there, baby, looking all lovely.
Yes, indeed. You call that a chopper? That's why I'm fooling with y'all no-sin boys. What's this? It's not money. Y'all stop too much.
Said, boo, wait. I'm just playing, you understand? I'm on top handling business. You want it beef? What you ain't heard?
It was rumored that Master P funded the project, spawning buku rumors throughout the streets of New Orleans. Shit would get even wilder as the dude portraying Juvie in the Wild Boys video would turn up dead. Terrence Vine, aka Sporty Tee, who was no stranger to the streets, had a life filled with drama.
It's real down here. It's real. It's like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like this down here. This is all we know. Like, I'm real with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all that jewelry, but I got buku ammo. You heard me? Buku ammo. I ain't about no bling bling, and I'm about stinging.
In 2001, he was shot by his ex-girlfriend. Several years later, the unthinkable would happen. Unknown gunmen toting choppers opened fire on the exterior of a FEMA trailer in the Gentilly neighborhood of New Orleans, hitting and killing Sporty Tee at 4:22 a.m. Tuesday, July the 15th of 2008. The NOPD received a shots fired call from 5150 Painter Street. When the NOPD and EMS arrived, they found the exterior of Sporty's FEMA trailer riddled with bullet holes. A total of 28 bullet holes were in the trailer, along with 50 spent shell casings found. Inside, they found Sporty wounded. Paramedics pronounced him dead at the scene. At least 3 of the rounds exited the other side of the trailer. 1 round lies in the driver's seat of a black Nissan Pathfinder parked in the driveway that belonged to Sporty's sister. Another blew out her rear driver's side tire, and another shattered the rear driver's side window. Sporty was the second member of the Ninja crew to be murdered in New Orleans. The only surviving member is Gregory D.
Get ready with me as I go out for the first time in forever. I've got a content creation business.
Oh, so YouTube now.
I know what you hold up, babe. Watch my goofy. That's baby right there. I was my humble. But look, won't you come take a ride in my chopper? You dig? It's right there. Right there, baby, looking all lovely.
Yes, indeed. You call that a chopper? That's why I'm fooling with y'all no-sin boys. What's this? It's not money. Y'all stop too much.
Say, boo, wait, I'm just playing, you understand?
Lay down your soldier rag. I repeat, lay down your soldier rag. You are not a soldier.
I'm about that paper, I'm on top, handling business. You wanted beef, what you ain't heard, I was thinking. You rockin' stunning, you're running off at the mouth, jumping off the business that you don't know nothing about. This lick is serious, you can be serious that I'm getting. You see me coming, I'm up there, get the getting. Fire spitting, guts and brains I be hitting. Hit man for hire, look no retire, no quitting. It's payback time, boy you done put it on my mind. Every time you show, look, you won't be hard to find. I gotta do ya, even though way back I knew ya. I got you on scope and see right through you. Baby, let him show you, boy. Put down the soldier rag, put down the soldier rag. Baby, let him show you. Boy, put down the soldier rag, put down that soldier rag, put down that soldier rag. Baby, let him show you, boy, put down that soldier rag, put down that soldier rag, put down that soldier rag. Baby, let him show you, boy, put down that soldier rag, put that soldier rag. Now what's happening with you? You dissing the soldier too? You're tired of living? You want your life to be through? You're getting played by your company? You didn't have y'all thing? You think why boys got headaches? What you think you really care? You got beef with one of us? Did we do you anything? Do you feel like a queen when you're listening to the king? Is that really the style of rap? When you rap, do you